Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor and welcome to my visual diary. I am a travel vlogger, and on today's video, what we're going to talk about is how I find my cheap, inexpensive, budget-friendly flights. So, if that sounds interesting to you, please like, comment, and subscribe, push notifications, and join my family because I love you guys, and come back. So let's go ahead and get into the video because y'all know I can run my mouth. Oh, and also excuse my appearance. I look this way because I literally just took a final exam. My last final ever, by the way. Can we give a round of applause? A round of applause. Like, baby, make that clap. Okay, anyways, no, but for real, like, I am done with business school. But anyways, just to put context in, I'm a solo traveler mostly. Very first thing before I even consider booking a flight or anything like that, definitely step number one, get a trip budget, period, and stick to it. The next thing that I do is I use my best friend on the planet. She is so great to me. She is amazing to me, and I just feel like my life is complete with her in it, and that is my bestie boo, Google Flights. And basically what I do on Google Flights is when I book a trip, or if I'm thinking about going to a country, I literally go to that country, Google like the area that I'm going to be in. So like, let's say like I'm going to, like I really want to go to Japan. Like Japan is something that I want to go back to, okay? So what I'll do is I'll put Japan in Google Flights, and then I'll put like the city that I'm going to fly from. So in my case, I'm flying from Atlanta, ATL. I Google the place that I'm flying from and the place I'm going, and then I look at the whole entire year. So usually like when you book travel, you can look a whole entire year out. And so what I do is I look and see like the most inexpensive time to fly to that country. Let's go ahead and dive into Google Flights. So what I'm going to do on my handy dandy MacBook, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and type in Google Flights. You see, I be nosy. I be looking up people's net worth. But anyways, so let me go to Google Flights. You can see all the things that I've Googled because I Google a lot of places. So all I do from there, that's how you get to it, and you click on Google Flights. So let's book a place that we were really thinking of going to. And a place I've been thinking of is Istanbul. That's something that I've been into lately. Okay. Y'all, don't judge me for not knowing. So now that I have Atlanta to Istanbul round trip, you can change like all the things. You can do round trip, one way, multi-city. I don't normally do like multi-city, mostly because like it's more expensive, I've learned, than just booking like round trips separate or things like that. Or booking like the tickets all separate. So I don't really use multi-city. And then one ways, I use sometimes, but that's only like if I'm like, once I'm inside my central point. So for here, we're just gonna focus on round trip. On this side is the number of passengers that you're going to bring with you. So an infant or infant seat, a child, an adult, okay? And this is your class, economy, premium, business, or first. You know your girl's budget. It's a budget-friendly vlog, so we doing economy, girl. So what I do is I hit search. And so once you hit search, you can see all the ranges of flights, right? So like right now, it is August 27th, right? This is the actual date. And so I can see that if I fly out tomorrow or tonight, I don't even know how there's a flight tonight because it's literally 9:29. But if I was to fly out any of these days, how the price is higher. But as you go later on, you can see how the price is fluctuating. You can do this for the whole entire year. You can see the whole price spread, right? So it's easy for you to identify when it's going to be cheapest. So here, like November, it's looking like it's 600. So we went from 1,000 in August, right? And like even at some point September-ish, it's like 900 and things like that. To November, we're down to 600. So being familiar with like the cost fluctuations, because airplanes use this pricing model called dynamic pricing, and so the prices fluctuate with time, like in demand. So the prices aren't constant. So just being familiar with like what the price is going to be at certain times of the year is how I book my travel. That's the first thing. The next tip that I have is find your hub. Oh my gosh, like find your hub. And what I mean by hub is find your central point in whatever area you're trying to go to. So if you're trying to go to Asia, that might be Hong Kong, that might be Tokyo, that might be Seoul. Find your central point. In the US, the central point for us, if you're trying to get to Europe, without a shadow of a doubt, is New York City. Like, you can literally cut your price of getting to Europe down in half. Like, because New York, there's so many flights from New York to London, and it's such a demand, like it's such a flight path that's so well traveled that the price from New York to get to London is like, there's times of the year where it's like $200. Even when like it's very, very like expensive, usually like expensive for New York right now is like, boy, like 500 to 600. You see what I'm saying? So you can literally cut your price of your flight down literally in half if you can just get to the central point or like the main hub in your countries. I suggest, like, if you're on the East Coast and you're trying to go to Europe and you're finding that your price ticket is super expensive, just take a flight to New York and then from New York fly to London or Paris. So if you know you're going to Europe and you know you're going to be in Europe for a while, just get to a main point. Get to either London or get to Paris. Once you're there, you got trains you can move around. You got other flights that you can take. There's even buses you can take that'll take you to different cities. So I highly, 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 highly recommend getting to a central point. So the next example I want to give you guys is an example of, let's say we're going to go from Atlanta to London, right? If you're trying to get into the UK. So right now is like a cheaper time of the year to go to the UK. So like you see, like there's flights right now from Atlanta for like $400, $498 in September. October is pretty fair, $400, maybe like $500. It goes up a little bit to $600. November is still pretty modest, you know, pretty temperate, pretty light, nothing crazy. And then December, you see a little bit of a price hike, okay? We went from 400, now we're hitting 1,000, like what's going on with y'all? And then we go back down to like 500, and you can see the price. So the price is ranging like right now around 400 to 500. Mind you, I told you it's a dynamic pricing model. I literally was just Googling flights earlier. I'm not even kidding. I was Googling flights earlier today, and December was going for like 1,500. So like, I don't even know what's happening right now. So yeah, so you can see the pricing model, right? So this is from Atlanta. Now, let's compare what it would be like to fly from New York to London. So right now, the prices are pretty consistent with Georgia. So I know, like, you know what, I don't need to go and book a different flight, or I don't need to go and book with, let's say, I don't need to fly to New York first to go to London, right? But you can tell, like, right now, like, November, like, they're cheaper. Like, they're in the 300s. We haven't seen anything from Atlanta in the 300s, right? And then December is much cheaper. So, mind you, this is the time of year I was thinking about going. No cap. Like, this is actually a time I was thinking about going to London around this time frame. And so, if you look right here, like, the flights are going for, like, 500, 700. Now, when we go back to Atlanta, this same 2 weeks around Christmas time, if we're going to London, or we're looking at 1,000, right? All this time is significantly higher, right? Significantly higher. So if you want to save yourself some money, right? New York. Hold on, let me go back to New York to London. So if you want to save yourself some money, what you could do truly is book a flight from New York to London and then come back, because it's like half the price. You get what I'm saying? So just knowing like what your major hubs are really important when traveling. Like if for like as an opportunity cost, like always check like your hub point, like see which city is cheaper, because you can literally save half on the ticket. And I'm really glad to do this exercise today, because I'm probably going to implore this advice myself when I book my flight to Europe later in the year. And then last not least, my bonus tip that I use Jack's Flight Hub. And this is like for my people that travel a lot. Like, I'm talking about people that have like a clear global entry or TSA pre-check travel. Like, you travel a lot, because this is like a subscription service, so I do use it. I wouldn't recommend it if like you're just trying to book like a one-off trip, or if you only travel like 2, maybe 3 times a year, because I don't want you to spend money on something that you're not really going to use. But if you travel a lot, I do use this. Basically what they do is they identify the inconsistencies in the flight market. And so, for example, I'm so upset that I did not book this when I had the chance. So remember I told you I want to go to Tokyo. So last week, Jack's Flight Club sent me a notification saying that flights to Tokyo were going for $800. And I was like, oh, it'll stay. Because they find like the glitches in like the airline industry, like in the market. And I was like, it'll stay. Tell me why I try to book today, not even a week later, not even that many days. I'm saying 4 days later. Why are the flights $1,500? Why are they $1,500? Why are they double? Why are they double? Like, I am so bent right now for that. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Like, why didn't I buy the flight when I had the chance? So Jack's Flight Club, like, that's what they do. They literally find those glitches in the system where they're like, these flights are going for like $200, book it now. And it's like, it'll have like a range of dates that you can book, and it'll tell you like how long they expect this glitch to occur. Like, sometimes it might be a week, sometimes it might be only like 2 hours, sometimes it might be 24 hours. And you can get really, I'm talking about dirt cheap flights. Like, you can get to like you can literally get to Switzerland if you follow like Jet Flight Club, like when they just list like their breaks. Like, you can go somewhere, like I've seen trips like to Morocco for like $280. I'm not even kidding. And so the thing is with Jack's Flight Club though is like, they don't pick. So like, you can put like your spots that you're most interested in. Like, you might be most interested in Europe, or you might be most interested in Asia or something like that. So they'll make sure to like send you things that you're most interested in, but it's random, right? So there's not always a glitch in the market, but they just send you the notifications when there are one. I like it because like I find new places that I never even thought about visiting to visit. Places like Germany. I was telling a friend because they suggested that I go to Germany, and I was like, I don't think that I have any desire to go to Germany. Like, no shade to Germany, but like Germany just wasn't like on my list of things, like list of like places that I wanted to go to. And then Jack's Flight Club sent me a notification of Cologne, Germany, and I was like, hold up now, like Germany might be cute. Because like when I see the deal, I'm like, I've never been there, let me go, because I'm open to going anywhere mostly, but I prioritize places I want to go to. And I'm like, let me see about it. And I googled Cologne, Germany. I was like, hold up now, Germany might be popping, you know what I'm saying? So like, I really like it for that aspect. Like, I really like it because it shows me like places that I've never heard of, that are like off the beaten path, that people don't really showcase that much online, that are interesting in places that I could go to. So I really enjoy it for that. And I don't know how much the subscription is. It's really not that much. It's like, I think I'm paying, I couldn't tell you. I think I'm paying like anywhere between like $5 and like $7 a month, something like that. So here on Jack's Flight Club, jeez, Harry, come on, baby boy. Come on, you can do it. I don't even know why this is doing all this. But basically, like, here it's saying like the bonus airports. So I've preferenced to them what's my home airport. My home airport is Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. And then Orlando and Tampa are my second preferences. So I can go take a flight to Orlando or go take a flight to Tampa if it means that a flight to London's only going to be $200, right? It's only going to cost me $150 to get to those, so it's still cheaper, right? Those are my secondary airports. Then it's asking me my dream destinations. So like my dream destinations, the areas that I like to go to the most, my absolute dream right now is Australia. And then England isn't like a dream destination. Obviously, I've been there a lot of times, but I just put England here because it's such a major hub, and I love England. Okay, I call it my home in Europe. So literally, like, that's just a hub. So anytime there's a deal getting to the UK, I want them to send it to me because I will go. And then lastly, Iceland. Iceland is actually a dream. Like, Iceland I actually want to go to. So out of these two dreams, these are the places I want to go. Then here are all of the options of places it's telling you. that you can go to. Like, so when it says archive, that means that these deals are no longer working. But like right now, it's telling you like from Atlanta, right now, this is going on right now. This is published August 26th. It's saying from you can go to Uruguay for $480 to $590 round trip from Boston, Atlanta, and Washington, right? Here it's telling you that we can go. I don't even know how to say this country. This country looks beautiful. Where is this? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, it's saying that you can go here. See, this is why I love this website. Because I find new places all the time that I didn't know existed every single time. And I'm just like, what? But anyways, you can go here and it's saying for $536 round trip, right? And the normal price, so $536 round trip, and it tells you where from, Boston, New York, or Washington, D.C. And the standard airfare is typically $880 for this time frame. It tells you where you're gonna go, like the time that you can go, so like where this deal is exclusive and it works. So from November to March, the airline, British Airways and American, and the carry-on, so it allows a carry-on and a check bag, so it's telling you like what it's gonna be, and then book by at least a few days. So that basically means like book soon. If it says book by at least a few days, it means that this glitch isn't gonna last long. That's basically how that works. So I hope you guys found this video super informative. I'm very passionate about travel, and I really, really, really want you guys to be able to come with me as well. This is not a channel where I'm going to keep the secrets from you and not be transparent, because I don't like when people do that. I'm all for transparency, so I want to be transparent with you because I get asked these questions. That is the secret. I find really good deals, and I keep a travel budget, and that's it. And like, I don't really go out and stuff like that. So I don't go out. I don't really go out to eat like that unless it's like with the group. I don't really eat out at all. I'm very modest in like my spending. Like I don't really do much, honestly. Like I'm real chill. So like I have a lot of like extra capital that's laying around that wouldn't normally be going to like other things. Like truly all I spend my money on is like YouTube and my baby. And YouTube by meaning travel and my baby. Like that is it. So I hope you guys found this useful, and I hope that you can travel one day, and please tell me where you go, and please tell me if you use these trips, because I want to hear and I want you to go. Like, please go, because let's go. As always, like I want to mention, I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for your time today. And I do want to mention, like as always, I do have a travel fund that supports flights, hotels, lodging, anything and all things travel. So for my channel. So if you feel like you want to contribute in any way, that link is in the description. I really appreciate it. And outside of that, I will see you guys in the next video. And as always, thank you for watching. I love you guys. Bye. Mwah. Bye, guys.